Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for February 4th. Currently looking at the U.S. Japanese yen pair. This pair tanked today, moved very low, very quick. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with the bias that is sideways currently. If we get another close that's lower than this low, we'll definitely look for it to be moving to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 91.60, possibly as low as 87.98. Look for some resistance around 89.56 and look for some support around 88.50. Okay, now looking at the Euro USD pair, this pair moved lower as well, pretty much closed at the low. We are looking for this pair to continue moving to the downside with a bias that is down as well. Look for it to potentially, if we do get a pullback, go as high as 139.65, possibly as low as 136.49. Look for some resistance around 138.45 and look for some support around 13700. Okay, now looking at the pound US dollar pair, this pair moved lower as well, did pull back a little bit before the close. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias to the downside. Look for it to potentially go to 160.04. If we get a pullback, look for it to go as low as 156.37. Look for some resistance around 158.75 and look for some support around 157.00. Now, looking at the U.S. Swiss, this pair closed higher, closed above previous resistance. We are looking for it to continue moving higher with a bias to the upside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 1.0731, possibly as low as 1.0532. Look for some resistance around 1.0675 and look for some support around 1.0600. Now, as far as tomorrow goes, we do have the Canadian dollar releasing their net change in employment for January at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that things have moved from negative 2.6K to 15K. The U.S. also has their unemployment rates coming out. The non-farm payrolls being released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that in January, things have moved from a negative 85K to 15K. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for today as far as the news announcements go. What am I looking for over the next session? If you go to the pound US dollar pair, this particular pair, you need to back out a little ways. But what you will see is that we've hit this price before and bounced up. Now, that doesn't say that it's necessarily going to do that again, but it very well could. The other thing that you should notice, and let me draw some horizontal lines so that you can see this. This was actually a little bit lower. And let me zoom, or let me move sideways a little bit. You can see how we've hit this price before. And if we get a break of this lower number, the 1.5705, I do believe that we will come down to this point where this session found some support and this session found some resistance. That's about 100 pips. I believe if we break this 1.5705 level, at that point we should zoom very quickly down to 156.05. Definitely keep that in mind and definitely watch this pair because we very well could get a move to the downside that is fairly quick. If you want to scalp this, probably the thing to do would be to go ahead and grab or go short on the break at 157.30 and then go ahead and exit at 157.05. Well, that wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.